Hello, here is an AYD League game that was quite peaceful. White won comfortable by 22 points, and there was maybe a critical moment in the game where Black could capture a bunch of stones in the top, but he failed, and he could also gain more with the monkey jump on the left side, but White managed to block that. So overall, this was a pretty peaceful game. Let's have a look. So we got the diagonal Fuseki, and in the top left corner a very modern follow-up with this attached d17, very popular Joseki. So when white plays this turn, obviously the idea is to get Sente and don't go down to b17 anymore. If this happens, usually black extends h17 or pushes f16, and this will end up Sente also for white. So now white can go c6 or f3, also San in both corners here and in the top, but it will lead to a completely different game. So the idea with this push is to go for some outside thickness, which actually happened in this particular game. So in this case, approach on the left side and then extend back to set up a moyo. That's a very nice idea for white in this Fuseki. So now black plays very conservative r14 to secure the corner, but here black can approach at r6, or he can go San to see whether white will block one side or the other. This is a very common Fuseki move to invade San early. Still, it's really trendy. Now here, r14, white does the same, that's very good. Black plays a kick, it's possible, but he can also wait a little bit because maybe at some point black wants to play b4 and then invade c8. Also, black can think about this shoulder hit, which would be an AI style play like AlphaGo against Lee Sedol. It's interesting to play a shoulder hit at q7 or just approach all the way to o3. Now, for black, it's also a nice idea to play Keima in the top at h15 and start working on his moyo in order to reduce the potential white has on the left side. So that h15 looks more like a pivotal point or a moyo border move. Anyway, this kick is playable too. This is a little bit strange, the two space jump. If black wants to secure the corner, he can just play p17. It's a much more pragmatic move and a solid defense. Another way is to play o17, a little bit loose, but it's still okay. If white invades the corner, black has one of the Kosumis, and it's very difficult for white to live in the corner. And also, black can still think about this h15 Keima to expand the moyo up top. So playing this kind of move leaves some agi, and white had a very nice invasion pointer. White doesn't have to play L17. Well, first of all, white doesn't have to play anything in the top right now. I mean, for white it's interesting to play a move like K3 or extend on the right side at Q10. But in order to punish this N16, it's a good idea to play P18. Because if black defends the corner at Q17 or Q18, white just extends out to M17. Now, this will be easy to set up a base in the top and live inside the moyo. So it will just make M16 feel bad. Now if black blocks on the outside, O17, white has the option to jump in the corner. And again, it's very comfortable for white to live in the corner. And if you look at this N16, it feels like a waste one more time. So playing the submarine invasion, I mean, this kind of move, it creates MI between the jump in the corner in San or jump out at M17 for a base, one or the other. Good to remember that move. And of course, if black will block the corner with Q18, first you go up and then extend to M17. Now, if black pushes like this and then he cuts just to go for the top right stones, it's not such a big deal to lose them because having the Ponuki, it's already a gain in the top. So white damaged the top in center, and now white can still grab a big point. That's how that submarine invasion works here. So we have this kind of invasion. Black plays a kick, but this kick leaves the weakness at O17. So in order to keep the top, black should play N17 or N18. And now white stone is weak, so white needs to come out with a jump or push along from the left side and try to connect it this way. in order to expand the moy on the left side. So the kick is kind of helping white locally. And the problem is that black is supposed to play another move to stay safe in the corner, like p17. But yeah, m03, it's a big approach. So Kosumitsuke. Actually, for white, it's quite proper to play this kind of keima. Just connect the two stones to the left and expand the moy. On the bottom side, it's okay to play a pincer like L3 or M3 without a kick. But after the kick, black, it's heavy, and obviously white will play L3, L4, which is good. Can be a high approach or a pincer like this as well. But it's more or less a matter of style. So this is fine. Black counter pincers, white jumps out. Well, the jump can be just one space jump here, because after black it's coming out with a 2-space jump, you can turn direction towards the left, like this, or put pressure. This keima, it's obvious that white wants to attack the two stones strongly. I mean, you just show the direct intention. So if black plays away, the next move will be the cap. Therefore, black comes out. This is big. This prevents the shoulder hit. So if white plays something like this, black will go up on the right side, pressing down the corner. So it's a nice idea to play this q8. Also will expand the right side. So at this stage, the flow is pretty good for white. Tsuke here is nice. Go up, fine. But black was supposed to play the bump first. This ruins white's eye shape, and white will usually go up to keep everything separated. Then black can jump here. Now maybe white will just connect to the left side or jump out in the middle. Black needs to run again, and now white will connect the top. Overall, this is still a good game for white. I think the Fuseki was nice because of the questionable move at n16 by black a little bit earlier. So here white turns, that's good, and block. This is also good because it keeps the eye shape, and it takes away, prevents black center exchange. So it's nice, this group will never be in trouble. Black attacks on the right, that's okay. Tsuke to separate. It's strange, black played the Tenuki now and goes for the left side instead of just Nobi R9. This is a key point. And obviously white will connect with the bamboo. But now black has to do something with his bottom group. And the way to go out, it's another jump here. So playing on the left side is really not urgent. It's playing away from the fight in the middle area. So here if white plays something like this, the group is in a lot of trouble. But the cut is excellent. Yeah, this is a very good move to punish black for not pushing R9. So when black plays R9, this prevents the cut at R11 and threatens the cut in the middle. So like this, black doesn't have to worry. He can catch the stones on the right side if white cuts next. That's a basic technique. So very good for black, for white to cut right away and then capture this stone. It's nice to capture right away because after this, white has a follow-up to jump like this or play a monkey. Black went for a monkey jump on the left side. So that was the purpose of playing b5. But it's a little bit too early. For black, it's still urgent to do something in the middle and defend this group. Also, it's interesting to come out with a keima like this. And on the left side, black can only jump b7 instead of the monkey jump. Now, how to block this monkey jump? White played on top, but actually this is not so great. Black can just stretch out and it's impossible to separate. I mean, if white plays this kind of move, black will capture. Then if Atari from the outside, black comes out. If Atari again, black comes out again. If Atari again, black captures this stone, and now white needs to cover. So white is losing lots of points this way. If white just goes on top, black will stretch again. Then we have this block and jump. So this way, black is erasing lots of points in center, and it was tougher for white to block the monkey jump that way. Therefore, white should consider a6, then cut, then Atari, and then jump. So this way, white will block earlier. But actually, to connect that stone on the left side is not even that big right now. More interesting to play here. But locally, yeah, it's solid. So let's check another way. For example, white can just play b9, and when black pushes, white blocks, black comes back, and white connects. This is a proper way to defend against the monkey jump in this case. So if black becomes ambitious and cuts, this will be a problem. Atari from behind, Atari again, connect, and there is no way to live inside. White is just too strong in that area. Yeah, everything will die. Also, you can play this move first and peep, and then cap and Keima. So the group is trapped inside. So that's a better way to block the monkey jump. Either this, or even the block here. But yeah, usually sacrifice Atari and jump and keep things simple. Now here, white also has the option to play Atari, Atari, Atari again, and Atari one more time, and all these Ataris. But after that, you need to come back to protect against the cuts. So black could damage more. But it didn't happen. So I got to block this way. And the capture in the top left corner, it's big, but for black it's more interesting to turn here and try to separate the two stones in the top. But black is also in trouble in the center. So now black is a little bit busy. Good idea for white to descend and sacrifice both stones. But now it's really proper to protect the top. Because the group in the middle is still in danger, and actually in the middle, white should come from this direction to make sure that black is not going to connect towards the top. Which means for white it's interesting to play a move like this, or a two-space jump, and drive this group into the left side where white is strong. Anyway, white is going to build a lot even if black escapes. So playing like this, it's showing black the direction to go out. For example, black can play here, and then when you jump again in the center, you will jump out. But even so, it's good for white because white is making all these blocks facing the group out on neutral points. It's just that you cannot really go for a kill. So black comes in. Yeah. Now again, it's interesting for white to play from this direction and then Keima and push that black group into the wall. It seems that black will die big and the game will finish right here. Now the tactic is to play a cut, then counter Atari and Atari again. If black starts a call, you just capture the stone, then he might play a threat, take back, connect, Atari go out, push, block, Atari escape, Atari go here, Atari to capture one stone, but this you can sacrifice, I mean false DI or like this. So overall, black is still not alive. Gonna be quite difficult. So remember the cut came out at the waist, and then counter Atari. If black comes out, you capture the stone. If black plays here, Atari from behind. If black goes this way, you don't block, you just go Nobi. Because once you block, he can double Atari and now escape. So that's a good way to continue the chase on the bottom side. Playing here, black can play a couple of exchanges like this, then Kosumitsuke, block, and come out. And now the group is safe. Yeah, he did this, and Hane in a different order. Block was good, still a lot of pressure on the group. But in order to continue the attack here, should play the push, because he's threatening the cut. I mean, if black plays away, next you either push like this, or you play Atari. So when he plays here, you catch 3 stones. When he plays here, you take the other 2. So the eye disappears. Therefore, when white plays this move, black will block to keep the eye shape. And it's still a little bit difficult because of this move, but black is not surrounded yet. So you still need this combination. And now he will make twice to be safe, 4 points, but he got surrounded. Then white can push and cut in the top. Playing like this, black will just make eyes. Yeah, now it's alive. This move is not even necessary. Black can come out, Sumitsuke, and when white captures 2 stones, black takes, white captures 1 stone, black takes 2, and if white takes 1 back, it's going to be Gote. So black can play again in the middle. Anyway, now the group is alive. This move is also not necessary. You better play in the top. Yeah, push and cut. Now here, black can play Atari, descend, Atari again, and connect underneath. But black was trying to kill all. And now the timing is to go down first, Atari, and then come out between the groups and try to catch these two stones in order to connect everything together. Of course, if black cuts, you fight and come out, and it's enough to capture these guys with a lot of surrounding territory in the top to win the game big and comfortable. So this got a little bit tricky. It was a critical moment of the game, but overall white is still doing well. Yep. So here, no time to play this kind of move. You gotta go Atari right away and then connect. And actually the group is dying inside, so the only option for black here is to play the ko. Like this, capture the ko, one Atari as a ko threat, take back the ko. Now white has to look for threats as well. And eventually black can link under, allow white connect, and the game will still continue. This move is dangerous. Black can take away a liberty here. Now when white covers, black can expand the liberties like this a little bit, play the Atari and connect underneath. The thing is that even if this happens, it feels like a good game for white still. It's much closer, but white has the first chance to win this game. So black tried to struggle in the middle. And this cut was actually not too bad, but a little bit greedy. Black is supposed to play here, stay alive. Now white plays Atari from behind, and black played away. White should actually capture the two stones and automatically kill the other three in the top. If white plays here, it's still a long game. We don't know. Like this, black goes inside the center, but white could escape in the top soon. Oh, white answer first. Oh, this is another mistake. Let's see if connect, Atari, connect. Yeah, the mistake was to go out here. Black should take right away. So like this, white doesn't have the Atari in the top. So now, yeah, if black connects, white captures the ko. Black needs to connect here. And when white goes for a semi, let's see, it's a ko fight. And like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like this, white is going to win the race. Or is it? Yeah, 1 liberty. So only ko. Yeah, black was supposed to capture right away. If black captures the 2 stones, now the top will die and endgame will decide. But obviously it's more than 20 points to capture the 5 stones in the top. Now white rescue the stones and also killed a few of white. Sorry, a few of the black stones. So yeah, this was the big critical point of the game. Now it's all solved, white saved, and small endgame stage left. Okay. Here white can play this move and then Atari. Destroys another point. That's pretty big. Oh, white doesn't have to give up the stones in the middle. It's okay to play Atari like this. Black comes out, white connects, and now black has only 2 liberties. So if black cuts here, white can go Atari, or white can go to the right to expand the liberties. And then we have Atari like this, and when this Atari tree escape, white will play Atari and then connect. Or just pull back. So it's easy to read this out. Atari first, connect. If block, just defend. That was big. This is proper. Now here, let's see what happens if white doesn't play that move. So for example, white comes in. Black Atari, white connects. Now black is in Atari. Black needs to capture this stone. Then white can cut. If black plays Atari like this, white captures. Then black needs this kind of move. White can attack again. It's good timing. Then cut here. So it's all good. This was a gote move and not really necessary. This capture is very big. And the way for black to play is this move, because white has to go down either like this or capture the stone. If white plays away now, black can also descend here and save that stone pretty soon. So capture, that's nice. This is small. For black it's big to block the center. Otherwise white will come inside at 011. So we have Hane block. That's good for white to be sent again and come inside. All in center. This is good too. You should follow up with Han and everything in center right now. Maybe later black might play Atari G1. And it's not necessary to go in the Sansan. It's good enough to play this move or to play the monkey jump. So let's see. Yeah, it's all fine. Black needs to come back here and connect in the corner. So monkey jump in center and play away. Because this move is kind of risky. If black plays here, for example, and then you try to leave in the corner and you just die, then it's minus, because monkey jump would erase some points at S13. But of course black goes for the kill like this. Yeah, the jump is still good. And this move is just a wasted cotret. No way to leave inside the corner. Too strong. That was good. This is fine. The connection here is risky. You better play other moves, because when you connect, black can come out first. Now white obviously needs to play S9 and he can throw in an Atari from behind. Now you gotta catch the two stones and he will take 3 and you take 1 back. So it's a dumb Metsumari, but he needs to use the throw in. First come out, then throw in. That's the order for black. So you gotta pay attention to these kind of tactics. And now it's finished. So it seems that black could do better in the top to catch these stones, and white shouldn't lose these guys in the middle right after the kill, but that already didn't change the outcome of the game. Enjoy the review and pay more attention in the late stages next games, but this one had a very good Fuseki, so it was a convincing victory for white.